The next section is memory. I was fascinated by this because I read the original, and this had this broken in two sections, and then to see it revised was very, very interesting by Medina. So the question is in your teaching, where do you find that students struggle the most with remembering? How can you use research to enhance their ability to remember? So when I look at that, I think it is the big thing in business and video is those little details, and I'd even say that's true in math. The good thing in math is they can repeat it, which is good repetition to get that into working memory. Well, in business, we might talk about a concept, but we might talk about those details a little bit, but then we don't revisit them as much. So really looking at the details, and truly what I'm thinking of is how does incorporate all the details incorporate into this big concept. So some things that they talked about, what I thought was very, very interesting, is just the environment. What does that look like? So your senses. So your senses to your environment. So making it visually pleasing, odor, so maybe having some odors in the classroom that are actually good. I'm very lucky that my wife does essential oil, so something like that. And teaching the students, again, all this is teaching the students how to be successful. So again, doing that, having an aroma that will bring them back. Another thing is talking about it. I thought that was very, very big, is again in the moment we're all understand, but then can we talk about it? How does this relate to your life? Because again, you can make those connections to your personal life just talking about it with a partner, talking about what you did. So again, trying to connect those dots always and always and always. And then another thing is short burst. I think that that's very big, is doing something for 15 to 25 minutes, stopping, taking a break, getting that, maybe walking around, and then coming back and revisiting it, those things. And then when I look at homework, so much is what are some things that we can just put out there, on maybe Google Classroom or even social media, if you have that for your class, is just things that will make them think about it again, because I think that's very, very big. Maybe creating a video, just a reminder, oh yeah, this is how we do it, because it's those details that we lose. We're really good with concepts, and when I see in both the math classroom and the business classroom, they're good. They know what's going on, but it's those final steps, or maybe that vocab word, or those little things. So how can we really, really make sure that we understand a concept even down to the littlest details, which would be very intriguing, to see, and constantly just having it remind with that. So how does that incorporate building on top of other concepts, coming back and reviewing other concepts, and then also once you learn a concept, how can we talk about it in discussion, maybe have a picture, all those things that we have, but constantly just building and coming back and recycling, building and coming back and recycling.